Another system that Justin uses to rear crabs is the open fish ponds known as an outdoor duoculture pond or the fattening system. Here, he rears the tilapia and crabs on the same pond. He attests that this is the best method for outgrower farmers.
This is an outgrow pond. This is what the outgrow farmers will be doing. I will be going out training the people how to do this. So here you have a duoculture pond. Basically we have crab on top. Okay, as you can see, Mr. Kalu here will be stocking the boxes. Okay, we have crab on top and underneath we have tilapia. The reason why we have the two cultures in here, the tilapia is a good product because the farmer can use the tilapia also to feed his crab. Or he can put a single sex tilapia in here according to the size of the pond, stock it to the correct size and grow the tilapia to market size, take them to the market, sell, get some money to help him buy his crab feed for the crab. Okay, so this is a sample pond, and in this pond I can stock up to 600 crab, in each one in their own boxes. But in the projects that we are coming up with the county and the fisheries department, we will have different size ponds. Some will be 5,000 size, some will be up to 3,000, then 2,000, then 1,500, depending on the community group and the outgrow farmers.
The outdoor duoculture pond looks like the normal fish pond. The only difference is that they have floating cages used for crab stocking. Justin elaborates on the best available materials to use when building such a system.
So this is just a basic pond liner, okay? The reason why we are using pond liners here is because our soil is very porous. Okay, so we have to use pond liners here. But the best way to do is to have a clay pond in a mangrove area, which is close to an estuary. So you can use the natural resources to exchange your water and so on and so forth. And then you don't have the pond liner.
As Justin encourages crab farming to farmers in the coastal region, he highlights on some of the considerations that one must put in mind.
Security, one, and two, you must be present every day to feed your crab. And also you need to check the boxes at least twice a day. The reason being is because if the crab is full and there's waste food left over, this food can contaminate the water. So the best thing is to take this food out. Now remember, you do have tilapia inside there, so you can actually then break the food up even more and put it in the water, and the tilapia in theory should eat it. And this will help control your ecosystem within your pond.
The outdoor duoculture fish pond is a good system for farmers interested in venturing into fish and crab business.
What the farmers should really consider is obviously the location. This is the most important thing. The best locations are next to estuaries and mangrove areas. Of course, you know, mazingira is a very important thing. So what we don't want to happen is farmers now to start cutting down mangroves. So before you farm, it's better they go and seek advice from people like me who have been doing this for a long time. You need fresh water and you need salt water. If it's too hilly and everything, is very hard to build your ponds. So it's better nice flat areas at the back of mangroves or estuaries.
Feeding the mud crabs with good quality feeds is the most important part of the mud crab fattening program.
Small fish, small tilapia, okay, which basically have come out of the pond here. In fact, this is mixed, it's not all tilapia. This is tilapia, some is from the ocean. Okay, and you just cut them into small pieces like this, and maybe each crab you give him 2 pieces like this. If it's a bigger crab, you give him 1 big piece. And this is the feed we're feeding today. So it's very simple feeding, okay? You can just throw them in the box, and the crab will catch the fish. Now, normally we feed in the evenings, but today we're demonstrating.
Justin also has another outdoor fish pond, which he calls a community pond. Here he integrates the crabs and tilapia on a free-range system.
This is another way. This is what we call a community pond. So basically, the crabs, you are not putting them into boxes. You are leaving them free-range in here, mixed with tilapia, so you have a bit of hunting happening. The crab is looking for his food, hunting, catching the tilapia, eating. Also, the waste from the crab is feeding the tilapia. If you can see that pond, there's slightly green in water, so it's got algae in it, which the tilapia like to eat the algae, so that keeps the tilapia fed. The only issues with farming in this process, this way, is cannibalism. You can lose 20%, 10% of your product when you put it in here. So it is not the best of ways to farm, but you can still farm this way. You have to create a lot of hideouts in the pond. So old pipes, old tires from cars, sacks like this with holes in them so the crabs can go and hide when they do their molting.
Commercial crab farming business is developing among the coastal people. This is probably because its low labor and production costs and the fact that they mature faster and fetch good prices.
It's a good business to get into. It's very good financially. For example, an outgrowth farmer in the future will be able to come to me, buy the small crablets at 300 shillings a kilo. Each crab is maybe 25 grams, 50 grams, so in a kilo you get a good number. Now I will go back in 5 months to buy all of that crab off that guy for 800 shillings a kilo. That is how they're going to make their business. And also, for me, I want to have the outgrowth farmers. This is the most important thing because one, it creates jobs for people and stops people from being idle on the coast and creating business. I am their guaranteed market as well. So I will be going to check their farm to make sure they're feeding properly because I want that product back. I want to come and buy it back from you for a profit for you, of which then I will then move it on to the next market. So it's in my interest to look after the outgrowth farmers and make sure they're doing their jobs properly so they get good fruits from it, and also I get my fruits from it too.
Despite the benefits that come along with outdoor crab farming, Justin highlights the challenges that farmers are likely to experience along the way.
It's very easy for someone to come in and catch the crabs and be gone with them at night. In the morning you wake up and they're all gone. So this is one of the main problems. And then also feeding is very important, and be punctual on your feeding because the crabs remember, they know today 5 o'clock we get fed. You will see them there waiting. Yeah, and you feed and they eat straight away. If you delay, again, it's going to delay the growth or the fattening process. So punctuality, security, feed are the most important things, and accessibility to your pond. It's no good really having a number of ponds with no one living at the pond. So if you're going to farm crab, remember, you need to do it where your house is, where your premises is, or if you do it on another farm, away from where you live, you need to have security there and you need to have your workers there, generally 24/7.
Justin boasts of a vast market for his crabs. Currently, he says he's not able to sustain his clients' demand for the crabs. This has led him to seek alternative methods to increase the supply.
Zile crablets ndogo, outgrowth farmer akikuja hapa na anataka nunua crablets ndogo, atanunua crab ya kama 50 gram to 100 gram for shilingi 300 kilo. So kama ni 100 gram utapata pisi 10. Yeah? Kwa kilo moja kwa shilingi 300. Hiyo kila moja ukipeleka baka na kwa 500 gram na kuchukulia kama mwezi 5, 6 maximum. Mimi nakuja kununua kwako shilingi 800 kilo.
Mud crabs have a huge demand and a high value in the international market. Kenyan restaurants that serve crab dishes are popular with tourists from Italy, UK, Germany, France and Japan.
The general weight is 350 grams above is ready for market, but a good market size for a farmer is 500 grams. At 500 grams, he can start now sending his crabs to the market. And the advantage of farming crab is when you put them in the box, they are all generally the same size, okay? So you know, if you feed them nicely, within 5 months, all those crabs are ready for market. So if you have 500 boxes or 5,000 boxes, okay, and each crab is half a kilo, that's good money.
As Justin earlier explained, crabs must molt to shed their skin, after which they develop a new shell that is completely soft. The shed empty shell from the crab is dried for value addition purposes. At Sheshale Crab Farm, Justin crushes the shell and uses it as manure, which he attests has the best nutrients for crops and heals the soil.
These are all the empty shells. And many people ask me, what do you do with this? Well, at the moment, I just crush it up and use it in my shamba like bolea. It's good calcium, you can put it in there, it helps putting it back into the nature. You can go to a pharmacy and you can buy a product called chitin or chitin. Chitin is made from crustacean shells. So it can be from lobster shell, from crab shells, okay? It's made into a pill form. When you consume this, basically what it does is it lines your inner intestines, and then when you eat fatty foods, instead of the fatty foods going into your body, you pass the fatty foods.
Every farmer seeks to venture into a profitable and successful business. However, there are some key factors to determine every step of success. Justin tells of what it takes to become an outgrower crab farmer.
Mtu anataka ingia kwa crab farming. Kitu muhimu ni site assessment. Kujua wapi utafanya farming yako. Sababu location ni kitu muhimu sana. Sangine watu wanaweza fikiria unaweza kuchukua maboksi alafu unaweka kwa bahari direct. Kaa itaishi ndio, lakini hatafanya ile molting process. Sababu chumvi kwa maji ni nyingi. You need to go and see your fisheries department because there are projects, kuna projects inakuja sasa. Unaweza kuja kuniona mimi nitahusiana na fisheries. Raia yetu hapa hawajafanya hii kazi. Mimi nadhani ni mtu wa kwanza kwa Kenya kuchukulia hii kazi iwe kubwa namna hii. So ni muhimu watu wafundishwe kwanza. Na tena usiende kufikiria nitafanya pondi 20 wakati moja, hapana. Anza pondi moja, pata faida ya hiyo. Enda kwa pondi nyingine. Usikuje kufanya nataka nifanye yote mara moja sababu ni ngumu. So anza pole tu, upande na business yako. Hivyo ndio vile nimefanya. Nimeanza na karibu 5 ama 10. Sahi hapa karibu 1000 na.
If you want to become an outgrower crab farmer, well, you can visit Sheshale Farm in Malindi. Thank you for staying tuned to KTN Farmers TV.